in the previous episode.
Youngest daughter of the Dietersdorfs?
Hey Mario.
Even higher voltage.
Whoa, whoa, how many stages are you doing?
A little rude.
Man, shut your
I'm only asking you as a citizen of Vienna and as a human being with empathy.
Yeah, a very fancy human. Is it AI?
Hello,
Whoa,
Your meal allowance is being deducted to pay for.
Consenus.
Is that Vienna?
Oh, wait, that means a storm is gonna happen.
Time to get out. Grab your luggage.
The story continues.
Fork and torte. Ooh, look at this place. Una torta.
Here it is, the national treasure of Austria. The creamy chocolate cake, the buttery ganache, and the delicious apricot jam. Created by the ingenious apprentice Franz Sacker in 1832, renowned throughout the world. The dessert of Vienna, Sackertorte.
Sackertorte.
My first time seeing a real one.
At the cafe's entrance, Marcus Forkholz reluctant.
Stupid! How should I cut it? If I cut straight, the cake will get mushy. If I cut sideways, I'll miss out on apricot filling.
You can just eat it whole.
What if I eat it in one bite?
Yeah, exactly.
No, how unrefined. The director would scold me for that.
That's fine. You can put the cake behind you and then sneakily eat it.
What's with the tears, Marcus?
Because the cake is way too sweet.
According to the plan, the head of the Vienna branch would pick us up and guide us through the necessary procedures of this era. But our train was 2 hours late. That being the case, our Mr. Carl should have been waiting for 2 hours, but so far there is no sign of any gentleman in the Foundation's uniform.
I like her face.
So Mr. Carl is also more than 2 hours late.
A clever deduction. Let us hope otherwise. I'll go check if he got here before us.
Ford is coming, friend. No. How does that explain the arcane creatures over there? I'd say it's never been discovered before. Like the Celtic otherworld. You know, the heavenly land beyond the sea. The arcanum has declined after the Enlightenment. It is an honor. You're not fit to be human if you don't understand what that island means to us, my friend.
Secret base. Fascinating. I need to write this down.
Miss, could you show me your papers, please?
Papers, please.
Right. I'm sorry. My friend has it. Could you hold on a minute? I am an arcanist sent from the headquarters of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I have a letter of introduction from the head of the Vienna branch.
Arcanist? Then you come with us, miss. Hands up.
Oh no.
Quiet.
Are arcanists not allowed in Vienna?
Bring over the golems. We have an unregistered
The what now?
arcanist.
They got Minecraft golems in here? Watch out, Marcus. Wear your diamond armor.
Don't let her get away.
What? Wait, this is the golem?
There they are.
Damn, this music though. Are you guys listening to this?
Right.
What is happening?
What is happening?
At ease, gents.
Whoa.
Allow me to explain. This respectable lady is most definitely not a Russian spy.
Looks like a fat Luigi. The gentleman with a handlebar mustache hurries over, his forehead glistening with sweat.
Ah, Miss Hoffman. So, this lady.
Oh, this is the guy we
is your
were meeting.
No spy would be stupid enough to carry an entire case of papers in public. That will be all, gentlemen.
The guards offer their salute before blah blah blah, and they go back away. Coward.
The belief that arcanists cannot cast arcane skills without the ability to speak. So old and superstitious. Like muzzling a dog when it gets out of control. Can we dispel it now, Mr. Carl?
I have to remind you, Miss Hoffman, that theoretically we have to go through an entire approval process before I authorize the dispelling of the mute spell.
I like how he talks.
But whatever, who cares? They shouldn't have treated a young lady like that. for whatever reason.
But whatever, who cares? The sooner treat a young lady like that. Mr. Carl is a poorly impaired man. His appearance fluctuates by the scent of punch cards everywhere a representative of the empire. Border system.
Relax. This was just a minor incident. You'll never find another place as tolerant as Vienna. All registered arcanists can come and go as they please in this beautiful city. We even offer artists and musicians perks that cover every aspect of their lives, because Vienna loves art and music.
And gaming.
Oh, speaking of registered arcanists, could you show me her arcanum license?
Arcanum license? I don't think the headquarters issues such a license. No one told us to apply for one.
Oh, there must be some mistake. All arcanists entering Europe must possess an arcanum license issued by the local government. Austria enacted this policy in 1756. We abolished it in 1868, but we're in the time of great tension, so... You know, perhaps this lady knows something. Miss Marcus?
Yes?
You are an arcanist, even though you're sent by the headquarters, correct? Show it to me then. Your arcanum license.
Marcus is my assistant on this mission, Mr. Carl. She's not to answer your questions directly given her rank and status.
Right.
It is me, the one in charge, that you should turn to, not my assistant.
Oh, lady from headquarters, don't get me wrong. I didn't mean to usurp your authority. It's not an issue. You didn't have to.
I have a...
She does? Oh.
Here.
Oh.
Is everything okay, Mr. Carl? Is it not acceptable?
Oh, yes, it's a perfectly good license. I can even smell the ink from the government office. Welcome to Vienna, Miss Arcanist from Romania. You should have shown it to me sooner. It would have saved us a lot of trouble.
I'm so sorry to have wasted your time.
Speaking of which, no offense, but you are 2 hours and 15 minutes late, Mr. Carl.
Yeah, what's up with that?
My apologies. The Minister of Finance and I had a little too much at lunch.
Oh, I can see that.
The train was late too, wasn't it?
You were having lunch when you were supposed to be here. We agreed.
Relax, lady from the headquarters. You're just not used to this place around here. Look at this industrialization and so-called modern designs.
Wow.
They have turned our beloved city and our carefree life into a cold, impersonal machine. Please forgive the train staff, the sewer workers, and the plumbers. In the end, you didn't wait too long, and I got to enjoy my lunch. Don't forget.
Sure, I guess you can say that.
So, why was your train late?
It crashed into a deer.
What?
A deer
Really?
is-
Damn.
Tragic.
Was that Shikanoko?
Before you use the title Head of the Vienna branch to define me, I am first and foremost an honored citizen of Vienna. And I serve
Vienna.
our great emperor, lady.
I like how he always emphasized the Vienna.
And I thought you said this was a tolerant city.
Right.
Oh yes, we are responsible for dealing with the problems caused by the Arcanists, just as we deal with the Megars and the Bohemians.
Mr. Carl swings his cane and strides forward cheerfully.
Alright? That's the venerable Vienna branch of the St. Pavlov Foundation, over there. Let's go.
Over there. Let's go.
Mr. Carl is very different from the staff of the headquarters.
In fact, most of the time the branch members aren't comrades who share the same goals with us. They're more like local officials we have to deal with. We need them as a buffer between the Foundation and the local governments. They can help us maintain peace in the human world, but you can't ask too much of them. Not all of them are cosmopolitans. Most of them put their emperor and their country first. That's why we shouldn't disclose classified information to them.
Oh yeah, that actually makes sense though.
Does it still hurt?
Oh, it feels much better now.
Good.
Good.
Marcus, did you already have that license before you joined the Foundation?
Yeah, how did she got the license if nobody, well, makes licenses?
Yes. Austria abolished that policy in 1868, but Romania did not until 1913.
Thanks, Romania.
I carried it with me out of habit. Thank goodness I did.
Yeah, lucky.
This is indeed the era I'm from. That time has returned.
Never disclose any information about the storm or the era to irrelevant people. Put away your license. We need to catch up with Carl. Remember my words, Marcus. Never trust anyone, even if they're a branch member of the Foundation.
Backstabbing? I can feel it.
So this is the Vienna branch? It's splendid. Look at the walls.
Yeah.
Simple yet elegant.
Very fancy.
It's like a temple of modern art. I can read the contrast between different shapes and textures. This Mr. Ulrich must have put so much effort into the design. It must be a very pleasant place to work at, Mr. Call.
Oh, no. This is a secession building.
Oh.
Another meeting place for the young artists to show off, other than the cafes. They said they wanted to break away from traditional art. Well, it's more like they're breaking away from human life. There's nothing to like here. Only inexplicable paintings and neurasthenic lunatics. But people keep coming back. There are even secession groups to the secession. The entrance to our venerable branch is on the left. Please follow me.
The left? Like, over here? This one? Massive. Oh, this guy again.
Notice the guard? It's the most loyal and reliable knight of Vienna.
It's not the cap.
Disagree on that one. I whooped his ass 2 times.
Ah, sir.
Figure emerges from within the shadow of the golem.
Greetings, dear Saskatchewan.
What the?
How's your son Tamino? I hear he's not getting along well with his fiancée.
Looks like the mascot from Fallout.
He's a strange one. What's he doing standing in the corner like that?
My apologies, Miss Hoffman. Please hold on. Terrific, Heinrich! Just as terrific as your
Heinrich.
pathetic art career!
Hakaria.
Greetings to you, Angelotti. And
Angelotti.
unknown lady.
The gentleman turns and moves briskly into the temple-like edifice, as peculiar in his exit as he was in his entrance.
See, he is one of those crazy artists.
Ah.
Everyone knows that I only have this beautiful daughter of mine. This mustacheless gentleman went to study in Berlin and has just returned. I guess he didn't learn much in class, and now he's throwing himself into opera. He must have listened to Wagner and Mozart so much it damaged his central nervous system. That's why he sees everyone as a character in an opera.
Is every artist like this? Scarpia, Angelotti. They are indeed characters from the opera Tosca.
You just need to knock on the armor 3 times, touch your mustache, and it will let you in.
Wait, touch your mustache. What if they don't have a mustache?
Ah,
Oh.
I forgot you have no mustaches, my dear ladies. But you do have arcane skills, right?
First of all, I am not an arcanist. Second, I am not as humorous as you think.
Fine, but that was no joke. This thing only accepts mustaches.
Bruh.
It's a symbol that every gentleman should have. And not everyone's like Heinrich.
Just give me the list of arcanists we mentioned in the letter, Mr. Carl. We don't need to go into the branch, and I'm sure you've received a telegram from the headquarters. You are to investigate the people around Theophil von Dittersdorf.
Okay, all right. It's a pity, lady from the headquarters. Here you are. And that's all of it. All of it.
All of it.
Oh, and this. 2 tickets to the Vienna Royal Orchestra.
Oh.
Please give them to Mr. Richard, and when you see him, send my sincerest regards.
I will.
Who's Mr. Rickard?
The contact between the Foundation and the Vienna branch in 1914. A phantom of history. At that time, people still believed the golden age that had begun with the last generation would continue as it should. and that their positions in government would be as unshakable as the long-standing empire.
Wolfman nods, watching as old Carl dropped his cane and struck his spear, before disappearing to the corridor opened by the golem.
Oh, shoot. It won't let me in.
Oh, womp womp.
You're not joking, are you, Mr. Carl?
I am not. Darn! What is going on? Is this thing broken? Oh, no, I'm stuck. Oh, my belly.
No.
You ate too much for lunch, that's why. What the heck is that? Minecraft enchantment? Domain expansion!
Oh, no! Miss Hoffman! These columns represent the spirit of the Vienna branch. You shouldn't be so violent!
Adapt, improve, and advance. Arcanum should be kept up with the times, not lock itself away in a museum and wallow in the good old days.
Basically, stop being a boomer.
So, what's wrong with the golem?
As Mr. Carl said, its structure is simple and yet incredible. The malfunction comes from one of the components. There's an extra stroke on the enchantment. These strokes look new. I guess the staff made a mistake when they did the maintenance or repair.
Okay.
Let's hope so. Now take a look at this before Mr. Carl comes out.
Oh, that's the steer kill thingy.
Several days ago, a member of the field agent squad found a painting that was reported in this magazine, The Pan.
The pan?
It belonged to Teofil von Dittersdorf, a deceased artist from Vienna who committed suicide. Its name is The Salvation, and it was found along with a poem. The poem mentions the doomsday, the reversal of time,
Oh, yeah.
and the rain.
That's the storm.
Salvation and rain. It sounds so...
Yes. And given the sightings of Manus leaders in Vienna, we believe Teofil came into contact with Manus leaders before he died, and probably learned the truth of the storm and the method of salvation. This was how Manus Vindicte recruited arcanists in 1929.
If he knew the method of salvation, why did he still kill himself?
Oh, yeah. Why would he do that?
Ist das Beste und Wunderbarste für den Mensch. Wie wäre, wo der Mensch nie geboren wurde, sagte er.
Oh, he sold?
Ich betrachtete ihn. Den Ring des Lebens. Den Ring aller Leben. Deine Hände formen den Ring. Und das Urteil wird ausgesprochen. Am jüngsten Tag, in der Dämmerung, wenn die Geschichte verblasst.
Fades away.
O Welt! Sein Kopf beißt sich in seine Füße. Seine Knie berühren seine Nase.
This is some German ASMR.
O Mensch! Sie bewohnen die Erde und warten darauf, dass der Himmel fällt. Gestern wird zu morgen. Morgen verwandelt sich wieder in gestern. Wer wird im Regen verschwinden? Wem wird das ewige Glück gewährt? Die Gnade von oben. Und diese Lehre, das Aufhören der Existenz.
Oh, we're inside.
Oh, that was so moving, Miss Siegland. He was a righteous and noble man who cared for his people. He was still trying to save the Arcanists on the Golden Isle before he died. He left us so many beautiful poems and paintings. Shame that the fire burnt everything to ashes.
Damn.
The only thing that survived was the salvation. We were in a golden age of progressive ideas. We believed the Enlightenment would make ignorance history and lead us to paradise where everyone would be saved. The barrier between Arcanists and humans would be removed. In Vienna, that tolerant city, we would stand together hand in hand, back to back, reliving the intimacy we once shared when we first came into this world. Oh, world.
Oh,
its
world.
head bites its feet, but the reality is the survival space of Arcanists is shrinking. We tried to speak up in our own language, but that only makes us strangers in our own land. That's why we have decided to exhibit Siegmund's last work. not only in memory of the deceased, but in memory of his noble spirit, his sincere concern for his people, and his scrutiny of this tragic world.
The youngest and the most outstanding opera singer in Vienna, Theophel's sister, Isolde von Bittersdorf, will present the details.
Isolde is here? He takes a graceful step forward.
Now I see why we were ordered to investigate Theophel's connections. There may be spies from Manus Vindictae among them.
I know the Vienna branch has a lot of bureaucratic problems. But if we need their help to carry out the mission in this era, the search warrant, the letter of introduction, the evidence collection permit, they've provided us with all the official documents we need in this era, as well as a list of all the arcanists in Vienna in 1914. But we're not going to cooperate with them any further, because of the requirements to confidentiality. We'll only need manpower from them in the following operations.
Right. Marcus replies by opening the thick register of Arcanis. The spirit proves she hasn't got distracted this time.
In case you spend a whole day on the A section, Marcus, we're looking for Theophil. Starts with a T.
T.
How did you know I was starting from line A? It says Theophil belonged to a group of artists called the Circle.
The Circle.
They often gathered in the Secession building. Madam Hoffman, I think we can make contact with them one by one.
Whoa, what? What?
What's happening?
I sense strong arcane fluctuations over there.
Oh. Oh, inside the Secession building? Wait, that's where
I think it's a ghost?
What? Man.